Good afternoon. It's Carrie, your coach. I want to talk about stress. Now it's a sunny hello. Hi there. Nice. Thank you for joining me. I want to talk about stress. I'm a coach, and stress is a really big deal because it affects all aspects of our life. And sometimes all we know is that we say, I feel stressed, but there are actually 10 signs of stress that if you know how to counter them, can actually help you alleviate what that means in your life. So stress raises your cortisol levels, it affects your sleep, your digestion, all kinds of things, and it leaves you sometimes so in flight or fight response that you're not thinking clearly and you can't get a lot done. Sometimes you get stuck because you're overwhelmed and you can't actually make a decision because everything is swirling around your head. So I'm going to go over the 10 symptoms and what we can do to kind of alleviate some of the symptoms so that any kind of situation you are better handled, you're better able to handle the situations. So one of the things that I talk about a lot is bouncing. So having a plan B, being able to be resilient, bounce back, and keep a positive attitude so you can kind of get yourself together. Okay, so 10 typical symptoms of stress. And I'm taking this from the Hoffman process. Shout out, I'm a Hoffman graduate, Hong Kong, to anyone who knows what that is. So one, this is something that you might not know. You can actually have a regular cough or cold. And this feeling of always being under the weather and catching a lot of colds and having a persistent cough, it means that your body is not optimum and you're stressed. Number two, habitually under eating or overeating. So this one you might know. So when I'm really stressed, I actually lose my appetite. I have to remind myself to eat. For others, they do emotional eating. So just pay attention if your appetite has changed, and paying attention to it might help you regulate your mood, your resiliency to whatever else externally that is going on. Number three, regular, excessive, and fill in the blank. Drinking, pot smoking, gambling, porn, TV watching. So anything that you're actually doing regularly out of your normal that is sort of overtaking your life, that means that you are avoiding, there is stressful, you're trying to figure out a way to calm yourself down. And I do that through watching crazy amount of movies, or reading a lot. So avoidance definitely is part of the excessiveness. It doesn't mean you're an addict. It just means that this is one of your coping mechanisms. Number four, disturbed sleep because you can't turn your thinking off. So it's not just insomnia, which happens. Sometimes that's just a physical thing, but sometimes it's actually that your mind is going and going and swirling and twirling and is just recycling these ideas. So one of the ways that might be good is to get up, write everything down so that in the morning you can look at it, say to yourself, I'm going to kind of let it out into the page, and then I could deal with it tomorrow because thinking about it now is not helping. So that's one way, but there are other strategies, but definitely if you are if it's affecting your sleep, you're under stress, and that is definitely a sign. 5, feeling tired, irritable, and snappy. Well, that's not just a PMS thing, Sometimes your resiliency is taxed because you are just stressed out and you take it out on people around you. So pay attention. If you are snapping at the wrong person, transference, you might want to pull that back because then you're creating a negative feedback loop. So you give them negative, they give you back negative, and it's like it's going to add to your stress. And apologizing and trying to problem solve the situations that you're creating, part of it is like blaming other people, even strangers, You know, like you are mean to someone who's serving you, they're giving you back like the energy back. So you're not getting something, it's counterintuitive. You're actually not going to be helping your situation. You think you're getting the hit of letting something out, but you're letting it out with the wrong person. Okay. And actually, I want to say something else about 5. If you're doing that to yourself, your negative self-talk, just pay attention. Say something kind. You know, watch the inner language as well. Okay, number 6, waking up groggy and unrefreshed. So that means that you haven't actually had a good night's sleep. And if you're walking around really tired and really dragging your feet, that means that your cortisol levels are really, really high. This is just something you can look up on the internet, and it means that you're just draining. Your adrenals are everything is being taxed to the max, and it can leave you feeling super tired, like you've never getting enough sleep. So this is another thing to watch out for. 7, if you're using coffee or energy drinks a lot, like you're just pay attention, because it will start to affect your digestion and not just your sleep. So that's a sign you're stressed. So it's not just the alcohol. It could just be also like chocolate, the energy drinks, all the caffeine stuff. And number 8. Now, this is obvious. You're going to have digestive issues. You can, if you don't take care of your stress, and you internalize all your stress, you can actually get yourself to be very sick. Ulcers are just a part of it, but any kind of like digestion issues are often stress related. And again, you want to pay attention to it, and you want to see if you're reacting to certain foods that are aggravating your situation. But just pay attention, because it could lead to some kind of illness in the long run. 9, and this is something that that many people get, are headaches. Now, I'm not talking about migraines, because those also are pretty debilitating and are stress related, but headaches in general are a sign that something is just out of whack. So you might want to catch the headache before it starts. Maybe do something that will stop it, like rest, close your eyes, take 5, whatever it is, because headaches can really sort of be a real buzzkill for your day. And 10, and this is very important, and this is something that people don't understand. So you're stressed, and some stress is okay, like if you're going to be in a competition, or if you need to get something done, you have a deadline, or if like you're in the Olympics and you're about to do or a test, I mean, there are stresses, but one of the things about prolonged stress is that you can begin to have difficulty concentrating. You're overwhelmed. You're shutting down. You're forgetful. This is a big sign for me. If I'm really stressed, my keys, my phone, my purse, I'm forgetting everything. So forgetfulness and a difficulty in concentration, which again is part of the forgetfulness, is a sign that you're stressed. And I would say those are the 10. If you have more, please add. You're going to be seeing this on YouTube. I'm hoping that the sync is all right this time around. If you have any more, if you have a comment, please leave that with me. And I would say that one of the biggest ways I have for combating stress are 1, exercise, 2, meditation, and 3, making sure that I sleep and eat well. And 4, I would say 4 would be do something fun. I mean, really, laughing, the best. Funny movie, time with friends, read a funny book. There's laughter yoga, something that is fun, that you love, like skating, something that you haven't done. So just actually getting yourself, it's counterintuitive. Oh my God, I have no time, but make some time for something that brings you joy. And that's another way of combating stress. Thank you for watching. Carry out.